Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Baker going to throw this right away. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, it'll be Hubbard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Finding Otten once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
10 more there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Irving. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Ricky Irving. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, 33, yellow. Ready, go.
Young off the play fake. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Young's throw there incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. It's Young on 1st down. That one complete to Leggett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. On second down, Young. He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Young. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Here we go. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Mayfield down. He's got Otten. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. First down, Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Following the interception, Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 83 yards. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.